my practice has grown and gotten a lot stronger over the last 20 years that I've been there. And it's not necessarily working harder, it's a lot of it is working smarter. So it's not necessarily just see more patients and do more surgeries. It's actually a little bit of slowing down a little bit and making the most of what you are doing at that particular time. You get to spend a little bit more time with patients, but if you do this correctly, you will get well compensated for it. Well, the good news is I'm not retiring.
You are not retiring.
And you're not going anywhere. So we will cross that bridge when we get there. But at this point, I think with the help of Evolutions, they've built my practice up so much. I don't think you can build more out of it. Going from a solo practice, which I've been in for 17, 20 years, to a group practice, just essentially is not to be clear, it's not that I'm being bought out. It's a merger because I'm a full-fledged strong practice joining another full-fledged strong practice, and we're looking at best practices between the two entities to try to merge them and make the final entity much better. My reason for going from solo to a group in this merger is more of a lifestyle change, where it's not been a issue of I'm not seeing enough patients or doing enough surgeries, or my overhead or my business plan is faltering. It's purely a lifestyle change for me. When you look at my evaluation of my practice, my numbers, it's gotten consistently strong since COVID, and it's really extremely strong, probably the strongest position I've ever been in. And it's not just this year, it's the last 2 or 3 years. We've been really doing financially really well as a business. Me and my solo practice, being a physician and a business practitioner, have had to have 2 different hats on, sometimes wearing both at the same time. My goal is to move over and just wear the physician hat. Reality is probably going to be I get to be the physician, but part-time business, because they keep asking me for advice and how do I do things. And these are things that I've learned through the years, through evolution. You work smarter, not harder. In today's healthcare climate, with decreasing reimbursements and harder to get all these things, how do you use modifiers? How do you document appropriately to make sure you're collecting everything that you're supposed to collect? And not just getting write-offs and denials, but you're fighting for every dollar that you're entitled to. First few years, you're just trying to learn the practice and the arguments. It's a whirlwind coming out of your residency and your training, trying to figure out how to take care of these patients. They're your patients, they're your responsibility. I would encourage those people, year 2, 3, start learning a lot more on the business side. Sit down with your billers, your collectors, your front office people, your back office people, learn really what they do, because they'll show you the mistakes you're making that will make their lives easier. And when their lives are easier, you find your life is easier. Pay attention to the numbers, keep asking questions. How can you do it better? And when people give you advice, take it. I've had to change the way I do things over the years. No one size fits all, but I'm grateful that I took that advice and was willing enough to alter how I do things. Not necessarily practice medicine, but how I practice the business side.
Well, you know, as we look as you and I look back at our time and all of this, that I'm extremely grateful, because you have made us better because we had to reform to y'all standard. So from that, Julie and I are very appreciative that you are who you are, because it